Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. We are returning today off the back of Victor Osimhen's 7-goal haul against Crystal Palace in the previous episode. We've got some big games coming up today, including both Manchester clubs at home at Stamford Bridge. We've also got our Carabao Cup quarter-final, which of course isn't one of the trophies that we have to win, but it would be nice to progress to the semis. And we will be kicking off today's episode with a trip to Aston Villa at Villa Park. So let's jump into that one and kick off the episode, hopefully with 3 points. So of course, Victor Osimhen leads our line today. As I mentioned in the intro, after his 7-goal haul against Crystal Palace, you would not be surprised if he notched up at least one more today. The man just loves scoring goals, and here he goes early on. Still Osimhen. Victor. I don't even have any words to describe this man anymore. He is just by far the most prolific man we have used in this career mode. We've used, like I've mentioned before, a lot of players and a lot of good players, but for me, in under half a season, 31 now for the season, Victor Osimhen, just a different breed. Now, Kai Havertz with Reece James making a run in behind. Got defender for company, but he's past him. Rolls it into Osimhen, and again, just like always, you get this man in front of goal, and he does not miss. Victor Osimhen again with a brace here at Villa Park. Enzo finds Lazar. Good play by the man who's come into the team today. Amari Hutchinson lays it back to Jovanovic. Now Havertz into Enzo. It's brilliant football. And again, we are running riot as we did against Palace in the previous game. 3-0 inside half an hour. Ramsdale comes together. Looks to set us away on the counter quickly. And now Hutchinson can bring it forward. Looking for Victor Osimhen. And another hat-trick maybe for Victor. That is a fantastic strike from the Nigerian. What a goal on the counter. Corner for the Blues, which Havertz will swing in. Looking for Osimhen. Danger for Villa. And it's 5. Unbelievable stuff. Here's Chilwell coming forward. Gets a little bit lucky. Ball falls to Marcus Rashford. And Bertrand is in the middle. It's just over here. Oh, given away though, really poor. Here's Bertrand round the corner to Carney, into Marcus, 4-6. Rudiger steps in well, now Carney. We've got loads of pace up front with Bertrand and Rashford. Has Bertrand timed that? He has. Bertrand for 7, what a finish. And we don't see that very often from this man, as he normally misses the target. It's 7-0. Here come Villa looking for a consolation goal. Cross into the middle, and they have got one. Rudiger didn't jump, and Villa get one back. It's Gonzalo Guedes, and that will do it. It's an 8-goal thriller at Villa Park, but not the result that the home fans were after. Osimhen with another 4 after his 7 against Palace. The man just cannot be stopped. Here we are at the Cardiff City Stadium, and I believe it is the real stadium as it is in the game. Of course, the quarter-finals here of the Carabao Cup. Not massively fast, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. It's not one that we necessarily have to win, but I was thinking about simming it. It's a cup quarter-final, though. We'll give it a crack, and I'll show you all the goals. Good ball down the line, that to Shea Ojo, former Liverpool man, as Ben Godfrey for support, but a nice little 1-2, and the cross comes into the middle, and Cardiff City lead in the quarter-final. Corner played in and flicked on at the near. Cardiff have not created much, but they've probably had the best chances of the game, and that is going to fall for 2-0 as we fail to clear the corner. And right on the stroke of the hour mark, Cardiff look like they're going to be making it through to the semis. Sule now. Has Jovanovic through the middle. And now Soule's the man over. Matthias Soule does get one back with 5 to play. Shaky at the back from Cardiff, and there will be a few nervous fans inside the Cardiff City Stadium. Can we pull it off? Well, fair play to Cardiff. They're seeing the game out really well here, and they're in behind for a third, and they have seen the game out and sealed the victory. 3-1, Cardiff through to the semis. Fair play to Cardiff. They were well and truly in the game at the least, and probably deserved to win it on the basis of the chances they created. We had a higher XG, but didn't feel like we created a lot of clear-cut moments. Not massively fussed though, not a trophy that we have to win, and when the FA Cup comes round, our lineups will be a lot stronger and we'll be taking it a lot more seriously. On to the two big ones in the Premier League. It's both Manchester clubs at home to follow. Right then guys, huge game back at the Bridge. We're forgetting all about that Cardiff City result. It's Manchester City, currently sat in 3rd place, but these next two games could be season defining for us. This is match day 19, so we'll be halfway through the season come the final whistle. We then follow this up with Manchester United also visiting us here. So by the end of these two games, we will know where we stand in the Premier League. It's a huge, huge game. It's Haaland against Osimhen, and it's City against Chelsea. Great football by Chelsea down in the corner, and Reece James can get away from Rafa Guerreiro here. Got Matthias Soule at the back stick. Soule on the fall. Cannons it back off the crossbar. And Wesley Fofana there just picking up a bit of a knock after a pretty poor challenge from Erling Haaland. And that could be a bit of a worry for us as Enzo looks to send it through to Victor Osimhen onto his left foot, tight angle, as he just got pushed wide by Milan Skriniar. Kick for City, which Haaland is over. Goes for goal. Audacious effort from that range as Ramsdale gets himself in a right muddle, and now Erling Haaland will hit it again. Still falls for Manchester City, and Ramsdale has to turn it behind after a ludicrous bit of goalkeeping. It'll be a corner for Manchester City as they look to ramp up the pressure. Cleared by Osimhen. And the shot comes in, which is comfortable for Aaron Ramsdale. Looks to throw it out and get us on the attack, but instead gives it away. Been a little bit erratic with his distribution today. And Haaland now onto that left peg. First real sighting of goal for the Norwegian. Turned behind by Aaron Ramsdale. Corner played short for the champions. Shot comes in from range. It was important we got a block in there, and Ramsdale can gather the loose ball. As somebody stayed down there, and it's Ben Chilwell, and that looks like it could be quite a serious one. Comes at the worst time with big games in the Premier League and also the Champions League resuming in the not too distant future. Ben Chilwell looks like he could be done for some time. Oh yeah, lands really awkwardly there. Osimhen nips in. Kai Havertz now onto that left peg. Havertz, mistake at the back from Manchester City, and a corner now for Havertz to whip in for Enzo Fernandez, who gets it all wrong. Oh, a couple of chances late on here. Enzo Fernandez got a yard but gets the header mightily wrong, and Manchester City survive. Into stoppage time here at the Bridge. Will there be a late winner? Not with a pass like that, there won't. It's all the way back to Ramsdale. And his pass is shocking. Elise wins the header, and that looks like it will probably be that. As we potentially look to create one more opportunity as Kai Havertz swings it into the middle for Rashford. Oh! What a finish from Marcus, and Chelsea have won it late on. A punt forward which finds Kai Havertz. and no one picking up Marcus at the back stick. You see both the defenders pulled across. Havertz whips it into the middle, and oh, Marcus Rashford, the Englishman, with an absolute belter off the bench to win it for the Blues. And there is the whistle, the last kick of the game. And Manchester City crestfallen. They know that their title is slipping away and we could have a new champion of England. Obviously ecstatic after that late winner against Manchester City, but some bad news as we head back to the office. You can see Ben Chilwell will be down for 2 months with a broken elbow, and also Wesley Fofana with a knee injury, which will keep him out for 4 weeks as well. So 2 of our back 5 now out for extended periods. Luckily, we've got the cover to bring players in, but it will make us significantly weaker. Alright guys, as you can see, the 3rd round of the FA Cup has been drawn, and Chelsea will play host to Sutton United I haven't checked, but I'm assuming they're still in League 2, which is a very favourable fixture in the first round that we enter, of course. Now, unlike the Carabao Cup, this is a competition that we will be looking to win this year. So although it is Sutton at home, we won't be throwing the game as we did earlier on against Cardiff with a really, really weak team. Another huge game back at the Bridge here. We're facing the teams in 2nd and 3rd back to back at the Bridge. Absolutely massive. We've got a 10-point gap over Manchester United at the moment. So I'd say if we avoid defeat here, we are on the home stretch as we head over the halfway mark in the Premier League. It was a really tough game when we played them at Old Trafford. Be interesting to see how this one does go down. Bring it on, it's Manchester United at home. Of course, we've got no Ben Chilwell and no Wesley Fofana in the lineup today, as Manchester City go a goal down and we nearly give the ball away. City a goal down against Palace. They have really struggled this year. And it does look like, well, possibly Manchester United still, but it does seem as if we will have a new champion of England. Brian Brobby loses out to Tony Rudiger. High press from United though, and Adam Projek through the gap to Lorenzo, who bends it in. And Manchester United spoiling the party, and I fucking knew this was going to happen. Pellegrini runs off to celebrate with Ten Hag right in front of me down on the touchline. My former captain at Roma gives Manchester United the lead at the Bridge. Rudiger just a yard off him and he bends it in before Rudiger's dive blocks the shot. This is really end-to-end as Manchester United now come forward with Adam, the Czech Republic international, and Tony Rudiger can just about clear. Chances at both ends of the pitch here. Trent caught out of position though, and now Osimhen bursts away from the former Chelsea man, rolls it into Michael Olise, and De Gea spreads himself brilliantly to make the save. And that's really good play from Olise holding up the ball, as Trent a little bit exposed and out of position here. Looking for Kai Havertz's difficult chance, but Olise getting in behind Trent Alexander-Arnold again, and I'm tempted to get Marcus Rashford on, get that pace in behind Trent, because that is where we're getting in. Well, we have made the change. Marcus Rashford for Michael Olise. Olise's been class for us recently, racking up loads of assists, but I think in this kind of game, having that pace in behind Trent could make a big difference, as Pedri now brings it over the halfway line. Reece James free as a bird down the right hand side, thinks it into Havertz, who looks to flick it on. Stood them up well there, but still they come forward. Now Brian Brobby with the shot. Good defending by Ben Godfrey, and the break could be on here with Rashford. Now Osimhen round the corner for Marcus Rashford. Scored the winner against Manchester City. Marcus Rashford levels it up, and that is exactly why we brought him off the bench. The pace in behind Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he's got the finish as well. Marcus Rashford, 2 in 2, and they are both massive goals in the title race. Bends it past David De Gea, and we are back on level terms. Rudiger steps in, aggressive as always from the German defender. Now Havertz into Osimhen. Can he get away from Trent Alexander-Arnold? Hits the side netting. Trent did well to stand him up, but we have the momentum going into these final 7 minutes here. And now United looking to come forward and possibly steal it. Adam Klojek in behind Reece James, who gets back for now, and Tony Rudiger, who's been class at the back there, defends it really well. Now, can we win it? On the break, in the final moments, as we did against City, Victor Osimhen onto his right, and De Gea just about pushes it behind. Corner for the Blues. Enzo Fernandez to swing it into the middle. Badiashile attacks it, but it's cleared, and there is the whistle. It's 1-1, and it's a credible point against the team in second place. Happy to avoid defeat in this one, and it keeps our gap at 10 points. Fair to say the substitution of Marcus Rashford definitely made a difference in that second half. Right then, guys, we are now into the 1st of January, the new year 2028. That's a scary thought. I'll be 28 that year. That is terrifying, man. I'm a 2000 baby. But Fulham, who currently sit bottom of the league, the only team to have beaten us this season in the league, can see our 10-point gap. Bit of a bogey team, maybe, Fulham. We'll see as we get into this one. Beat us 4-3 at the Bridge earlier on in the year. But we've got a week until our next game, which is the FA Cup third round. So we will close out the episode with these final 2 games. Let's get into it then. Fulham, another London derby at Craven Cottage. Here we go then. It's been a couple of games since Victor Osimhen last scored. Didn't get one against either Manchester club. So a goal drought of 2 games, which is pretty long by his standards. Will he get back on the score sheet today? We hope so. We've got a nice long rest until our next game against Sutton in the FA Cup after some pretty bad fixture congestion. It'll be nice to have a rest after this one. Enzo Fernandez whipping the corner into Ben Godfrey, whose header is tipped over the top, and now Havertz will deliver from the other side, this time into Enzo, and again the header just over the bar. Positive start from us here, looking to put some early pressure on Fulham. Ball played short to Soyuncu, given away, and Osimhen's in. Really poor. Osimhen to Kai Havertz. Oh my god. We completely fucked that up. I should have just shot with Osimhen, being cocky, and then the Rabona effort from Havertz. Somehow the keeper managed to get back. Corners played in. Levi into Neil, getting the start today. Chance for the youngster, who's pretty quick. Kai Havertz at the back post, can't miss. And Neil, the young wing-back, who I quite like. I enjoy using him whenever he plays. In for the injured Chilwell today. Notches up an assist, and he may see quite a bit of game time towards the end of the season. Kai Havertz with another goal in the Premier League. Elise, 1-2 with Vic. Michael Elise in behind the Fulham defence. Elise, it's just over the top, outside of the left boot. We know he doesn't score many, more of an assist king, but he really should have buried that there or squared it to his teammate Kai Havertz, who was in space. Here come Fulham again. Reece James switching off, and Fulham back in it just like that. First time they've been forward, and Fulham get their equaliser. And we just can't shake these guys off. In behind Reece James, who switches off and is drilled into the far corner really well. Now it's into the path of Pedri, who can slip it down the right-hand side to Kai Havertz. I see men in the middle. Elise at the back stick. Michael Elise straight at Marek Rodak, who makes the save. Osimhen through the gap to Havertz. In behind the defence, and Havertz is away. Kai Havertz straight at Marek Rodak. Our finishing's been so poor. Havertz. Godfrey's header again straight at the Fulham shot stopper. Havertz in behind for Osimhen, straight from the kickoff. Little bit of a tight angle. Osimhen went for the outside of the right boot. And again, hits it straight at Marek Rodak. Ben Godfrey doing some break dancing there. What was that all about? And Rudiger misses the tackle. And Levi brings him down and could be in trouble here, Levi. Alan Varela, the Argentinian. What is the referee's take on that? It's red. And Levi is sent for an early bath. I thought I could get there with him after missing the first one with Tony Rudiger. But he is late. Stops Varela from going through one-on-one. And what does that mean for the last 40 minutes of this game? Still Fulham coming forward, looking to create. We've gone to a back four now. With the red card to Levi. Pedri losing out. Really dangerous place to give the ball away, and Fulham looking to come forward and nick it. Oh, Fulham are our new bogey team. Every club we've been at, we've had a bogey team. And Fulham, fighting for their lives down the bottom, have turned this game on its head despite us having the majority of the chances. Great celebration, to be fair, but just bends it into the far corner. And we've got some work to be done now. That's poor from Ramsdale, just giving the ball back to Fulham. And they're looking to seal the win here. Kayo into the penalty area, laid back and a man over. It's off the woodwork and Godfrey gets it clear. Elise now loses out. Fulham looking the more likely to seal it, and Ramsdale has to turn the shot behind. It's been another cracker against Fulham here. As the corner goes short. And that's really poor. And Osimhen sneaks in. Can he get away? Surely got the legs on Soyuncu. Surely not from their own corner. Osimhen, oh, he's put it over. What am I doing with my finishing today? Ramsdale gathers, and there's the whistle, and our two defeats in the Premier League this season, both coming at the hands of our local rivals Fulham. Guys, after that defeat against Fulham, I can't end the episode there. I'm going to play the cup game against Sutton United. We are, of course, at home, so this should be a comfortable win, but after getting knocked out of the Carabao Cup, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. We should be able to see this one out, and we will take it a little bit more seriously than we did the Cardiff game. Here we go then, guys. We have selected a much stronger team. Obviously, it's still the backup brigade, but is a lot stronger. I would be surprised if we didn't put a few past Sutton United here. Ivan Toney also back in the team after his injury that kept him out for quite a while, so hoping he will get back amongst the goals in this one. Rico Lewis can bring it forward, and now Bertrand looking to get in behind. He's got the pace. It's Jean Bertrand. He's going to square it to Ivan, who taps it in, and it is a goal on Ivan's return. Good to get this man back on the score sheet. Obviously, he's been in the news recently after the 8-month ban for the betting breaches, which I'm sure everyone will have heard about. But in this save, he's doing the business for us. Jovanovic over the top for Bertrand. In behind Bertrand. Rounds the keeper. Jovanovic blocked. Ivan Toney surely for two. Blocked again. And now Carney, and again the defender in the way. Still only 1-0 in this one, and Sutton looking to come forward here and perhaps find a way back into it. We've done well to win the ball back there, as Carney can now bring it forward. Finds Lazar Jovanovic. Sule making the run beyond the right back, and Matthias Sule in behind. Can he finish? There's a brilliant save. And Bertrand won't win the header. Jovanovic does knock it down for Sule again. And the keeper making a couple of fantastic saves. Corners floated in. Comes out only as far as Koulibaly, who drags it wide. Sutton now coming forward themselves, thinking that it might just be their day. Benoit gets a foot in. And again wins it. And now can stride forward from left centre-back. Still Benoit Badiashile. Finds Matthias Soulé. Ivan in the middle. Ivan this time buries it. And that will surely now do it for Chelsea. Ivan with a brace on his return. It's 2-0 and surely game over. Brilliant from Benoit. Foul there on Carney, but referee waves play on. And Carney will pick it up for a brilliant third. Carney not done there. Rolls it through to Karim. Can he get his goal? Karim Benzema, there it is. His first goal for the Blues. The 40-year-old now. Can't really run, but he gets his goal. Karim Benzema off the mark for Chelsea. Ball played to the edge. Chance, and I think the shot hit his own man. Cleared away, but that will surely do it. Chelsea, comfortable victory in the third round of the FA Cup. We eventually got the goals that our performance deserved, and we will be in the hat for the fourth round. Alright then guys, that will do it for today's episode of the Glory Hunter. Ivan Toney with 2 on his return from injury, and Karim Benzema notching up his first goal for the Blues is a nice way to end the episode. You can see the Premier League table here. Manchester City and Manchester United drew on matchday 21 when we lost to Fulham, so keeps our gap at 9 points. And we will be back in the next episode with some more important Premier League games as we look to get to the business stage of the season. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Peace.